لله نحمده حمدا كثيرا طيبا كما يستحق المحامد. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق وبلغ رسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وجاهد في الحق جهاده وترك الأمة على البيضاء ليلها كنهارها ولا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك صلى الله نبينا وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم يوم الدين. أما بعد. طيب يا إخوان نبدأ. طيب how do we inshallah masah al-ra's? How do you do masah? How do you wipe the head? What is the tariqa? What is the way to wipe the head when you in wudu? Sa'id. طيب.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Start from the forehead, all the way to the back, and then you bring it back up.
Oh, mashallah. What if I were to do it like that?
Yeah, it's valid.
Valid. Okay, so you can do it like that, yeah? Some of the opinion, Ibn Umar, some of the Salaf, they wiped it like that, yes. But what was the hadith? What does the hadith say? We can't do it like that, but the hadith says like that, the full, yeah. So the letter بِرُؤُوسِكُمْ بَادِثِ تَبْعِيض. Some of you had. So Aisha did it here, Uthman did it here, Ibn Umar did it here, Sufyan al-Thawri did it here. This is all allowed. Because the ba mean tab'id ma'na, some of you had. So if I do it like that, khalas, yakfi. But you will not find in the hadith Prophet did that. So ba mean ilsaq, meaning that you have to start from your back, front of your head, go back, and come to the front again. Okay, that's the way to do masah. طيب, what about the hadith which says that أقبل بهما وأدبر مرة واحدة? So he did it, went forward and came back. So قبول means the front, إدبار with the back. So أقبل بهما وأدبر. How do you understand that?
The tartib is permissible both ways.
Okay, both ways. Anyone? Do you know how the scholars explain that?
You have to always come from the front.
So if you say aqbala, so you have to start from the back, aqbala wa adbara. But do you remember, anyone remember the sharh of that? Sa'id? تذكر لا? طيب, the ulama says that the waw is harf al-ataf. So it's not tartib, could be other way. So in Arabic language, if that sentence means adbara bihima wa aqbala. So adbara, start from the front, you go to adbara, aqbala. That's what it is. So we covered that, alhamdulillah. Then we spoke about the hadith about who make wudu like this and doesn't allow the shaitan to do waswas, pay to rak'ah, and his sin is forgiven. Who remembers the nufus, the nafs? How many times? Give me one, inshallah. Which one is that?
There is tranquility.
What does it do?
Good deeds.
It helps you to do good deed, you know, it encourages the good. Do you know one of the nafs? What does it do, Akhi?
You blame yourself.
Blameworthy one. The blame. Lama yalum, lawam, the one who gives you. Lawama, mubalagha, continuously make you blameworthy, make you feel bad. So when you commit sin, you feel bad, isn't it? Like Hadith said, al-ismu mahaka fi nafsik. A sin make you heart, you feel hesitant in your heart. If you commit a sin, you feel, I've done this wrong, man. I shouldn't have done that. So that's what lawama does. And the other one is, what does that do? Command you to do evil, isn't it? Yeah. So these are the one we've covered, alhamdulillah. So remember this as much as you can. طيب, let's go to the next hadith. Okay. حديث عن عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يعجبه تيمن في تنعله وترجله وطهوره وفي شأن كله. البخاري ومسلم. Hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of the believers, she narrated the hadith She said that كان رسول الله يعجبه, that Prophet ﷺ, he will love, يعجبه, I mean he will love, he will prefer to do things in the right hand, in putting the shoes on, in combing the hair, in purification, in every other matters. So this hadith we're going to discuss inshallah, doing things in the right hand, so in the right. So it could be right hand, it could be in the right feet as well. So first of all, here Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen and others, they explain this. There's some grammatical rule here. Kana Rasulullah yu'ajibuhu. This kana is the verb, after comes the fi'l mudari, present verb, which is yu'ajibuhu. Shaykh said it means continuously, istimrar. He will always do that. He will always do things good, right hand, right feet, and anything other than that will be left. So this hadith teaches us that تقديم اليمين في أمور التشريف وتقديم الشمال في أمور قبائح. So basically they said that anything good that you do, tashrif, honorable, you do with the right. Anything that indescribable in something that any bad or impure, anything, but you do with the left. So basically, today's class is going to be about this, inshallah. So Prophet ﷺ will love. So anything that Prophet loves is a ibadah, is a worship. Okay? And anything Allah and His Messenger they love is a ibadah. Like in the Quran, Allah said, وَلَا يَرْضَى لِعِبَادِهِ كُفُرْ. Allah Azza wa Jal is not pleased with his slave kufr, disbelief. So committing disbelief, falling into disbelief, it is not ibadah. It is outside ibadah. So anything Allah loves and is pleased with, it is ibadah. So here we learn that Prophet ﷺ, he loved these things, tayammun. So the word yameen has many meaning to that. First, ma'na yameen, as we're going to cover, is taqdeemul yumna, taqdeemul ayman, to do things with the right hand. Second meaning of yameen is oath. Oath. You know, kaffaratul yameen we have. Yameen mean oath. The third type of yameen could mean jiha, side. For example, in Arabic, if I say luful yameen, go direction of the right hand. So yameen can mean direction as well, jiha. Okay? So here, first of all, that everything that we do good, we should do it with the right hand. And anything bad should be with the left. Now in the Quran and the Sunnah, that when Prophet when Allah Azza wa Jal and the Messenger, when they command anything, my brothers and the sisters as well, they fall into two things, ibadah or adab. Okay, I want you to learn this inshallah. So when Allah Azza wa Jal commands us to worship Him alone, okay, so anything ibadah, command in worship means wajib. And prohibition in worship is haram. So when Allah said, وَأَتِعُوا اللَّهُ وَأَتِعُوا الرَّسُولُ, obey Allah and His Messenger, this is an ibadah, isn't it? So it becomes wajib that we have to follow Allah and His Messenger. When Allah said, وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا, that do not associate anything with Allah, this prohibition becomes tahrim, that in ibadah we do not worship beside Allah. So that's tahrim. That's one aspect. Sometimes command comes in the Quran and Sunnah is Babul Adab. Okay? So this is where it's going to come inshallah, doing things with the right hand. For example, in the Hadith, Prophet said, إِذَا اِعْتَنَلَ أَحَدُكُمْ فَلْيَبْدَ بِالْيُمْنَى وَإِذَا نَزَعَ فَلْيَبْدَ بِالشِّمَالِ. Okay? مُتَّفَقٌ عَلَيْهِ. Hadith Abu radiallahu anhu. Prophet said that if one of you put your shoes on, let him put the shoes on from the right. It's a command here. If he takes it off, let him take it with the left. Okay? So here command, فَلْيَبْدَ, command, let him put the right feet first. It's command here in adab. So that means that it's mustahab. So if someone were to put his left first, not the right, it's not haram, he left the sunnah. Okay? So it's disliked to put the left before the right. And it's disliked to take the right before the left. So also in the hadith we have many other hadith, giving with the right and giving with the left. Hadith says that وَلْيَأْخُذْ بِيَمِينِهِ وَلْيُعْتِ بِيَمِينِهِ فَإِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ يُعْتِ وَيَأْخُذْ بِالشِّمَالِ. That Shaykh Al-Albani makes the hadith authentic, Ustadh Ahmad ibn Majah, that when one of you take or give, let him do it with the right hand, because shaitan, he gives and takes with the left. Okay? So here, the command is to take you with the right and to give you with the left, right. This is what we do. If someone gives us something, we take it with the right. When we give with the right. Yeah, the command here. Now, if someone were to give it with the left, is it haram? La, because it's from the adab. Babul adab. Amr wa nahi fi babul adab. Command here in the form of adab. That means mustahab for you to give it with the right, take it with the right. Okay. Now the question is eating and drinking. Okay. We have to do everything with the right. Is the wajib or sunnah to do with the right? So these are some of the examples I'm giving you to prove that Prophet commanded us to do things with the right. It's from the adab. Now, question is eating and drinking. Hadith of Prophet said that لا تأكل بالشمال فإن الشيطان يأكل بالشمال. We should teach this to our kids, inshallah. Do not eat with the left because the shaitan eats with the left. Now the hadith say eating and drinking as well. So we should teach our kids that do not eat or drink with the left, do it with the right, inshallah. Now the ulama says that eating and drinking with the left is haram. And this is the opinion of Ibn Abdul Barr, Imam Shawkani, and Ibn al-Arabi, that they said it's haram because hadith give likeness of shaitan. So you do something that shaitan does, it is haram. And Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin said the same thing. In the Quran, Allah said, لا تتخذوا ولا تتخذوا خطوات الشيطان فإن الشيطان عدو مبين. إنه عدو مبين. That do not follow the path of shaitan because he is a clear enemy. So if Allah is telling us not to follow the footsteps of shaitan, so do not eat and drink with the left because this is where the shaitan. And to follow where the shaitan is haram. That's one way they look at it. Another way they say that because لا تأكل nahi, and the nahi Aslu nahi tahrim. The basic rule is that anything Prophet forbid is haram. So they come from that angle to say it is haram for you to drink and eat with the left. Okay? So, but we shouldn't. Anyway, we should not practice that. We should eat and drink with the right. Some of the scholars says that it is from the Babul Adab. It is not haram. It is makruh. Okay? They said the many other examples we have. The Prophet gave likeness to the shaitan. For example, وَلْيَأْخُذْ بِيَمِينِهِ وَلْيُعْتِ بِالْيَمِينِ فَإِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ يَأْخُذْ وَيُعْتِ بِالشِّمَالِ. That hadith is given likeness to the shaitan as well. Does it mean now if I give and take with the left from imitating shaitan, so it's haram? La. So the khilaf between the ulama, but what we learn is that we should give, we should drink, we should eat with the right. And unless someone has excuse, then he should do otherwise. So we have learned that command and prohibitions are in ibadah and in adab. So in Babul Adab, command mean mustahab, and nahi in Babul Adab, prohibitions mean makruh. So we give an example. So giving and taking with the left is makruh. Okay. So eating and drinking, maybe specifically for that, so ulama says haram, but other than that it's not. But some of the ulama say la, it is makruh because Babul Adab. Now this is usul fiqh. I'm just bringing because we're talking about eating and drinking or doing things with the right as well. Now the yameen has a lot of fada'il, a lot of virtues, and it is mentioned in the Quran and the Sunnah. And Allah talks about yameen and He talks about shimal. Okay, ashabul yameen wa ashabul shimal. The people of yameen, people of Jannah, people of shimal, and people of Jahannam. Yadu billah. So Allah in the Quran explaining the virtue of yameen, He said that anil yameen wa shama'il sujjadan lillah. Allah's talking about the dhil, the shade. You know, this verse talks about shade. subhanallah, the shade that we see, they turn right and left and they make sajda to Allah Azza wa Jal. What is the sajda of the dhil? The shade is to slant away. That's the way the shade makes sajda to Allah Azza wa Jal. This is what tafsir says. But the point is that yameen, it's very interesting, that in Arabic language, when you mention opposite things, yameen was shimal, okay, or if you mention dhulumat wa nur, okay, what happens is that when you mention something virtue, you mention singular form, and the other one is plural form. So here Shaykh Allah said, anil yameen wa shama'il. So shama'il, plural of shamil or shimal, and the yameen is singular. So the Shaykh Shanqiti says that the fact Allah mentioned yameen singular shows the virtue of yameen. Like وَجَعَلَ الظُّلُمَاتِ وَالنُّورِ. Allah made dhulumat wa nur, darkness and nur, the light. So here dhulumat is plural, nur is singular, show the virtues of singular. They're opposite to each other, isn't it? Male and female, right and left, darkness and the nur, they're opposite to each other. In Arabic language, if you mention them together, okay, but you want to mention one of them greater than the other, virtue over other, the singular should be, the one is more virtue should be mentioned singular. So if you know what I'm talking about, yameen is mentioned first singular because yameen is the fadl in it, the virtue in that. So here we, inshallah, we're learning to do things in yameen, right hand. But we've given some of the example, doing things with the right. And we mentioned that in command, in worship, and command in adab. Remember that, inshallah. So a lot of things in the hadith is adab, okay, from Babul Adab. So here, tana'ulihi, putting the shoes on, okay. So it is from the adab. All of them are from Babul Adab. So when we put our shoes on, inshallah, it's from the sunnah that we put the right shoes on and take the left. And as we said in Babul Adab, if you do the other way around, there's nothing wrong with that, inshallah. It is, you're not falling into sins. It is makruh, dislike. Also, وَتَرَجُّلِهِ يعني, tarajjul is parting your hair. The Prophet ﷺ, whenever he will parting his hair, he will part it from the right hand. Right. Okay, and it is sunnah in the hadith, Prophet said that man lahu sha'r falyukrimhu, that whoever has hair, let him honor it. Okay, so you comb your hair, oil your hair, look after your hair, because in the hadith Prophet said, inna Allah jamil yuhibbul jamal, and Allah is beautiful, He loves the beauty. Inna Allah tayyib la yaqbal illa tayyib, that Allah is good and He only loves what is good. So here, to brush your hair, to brush your beard, parting on the right hand side with the intention of sunnah, you get the reward, inshallah. It is ibadah, because yu'jibuhu, Ibn Uthaymin, yu'jibu yuhibbuhu, he loves it. So it is a part of love of Rasulullah, that means love of Allah as well, that to comb it on the right hand side, okay, and look after it, inshallah. So Prophet would do that, and apparently it is different in the Ahlul Kitab as well, to do on the right. And the hadith says that he will divide into two and he will parten it like that from the right. Next one is from the sunnah is وَطُهُورِهِ, and tuhur. Tuhur is actual ablution. Tahur is actual water. So when you make wudu, anything, so here, this tuhur here means two things. Tuhur, major and minor. Major is that in janaba. When you're in janaba, when you need to make ghusl, then you start with the right. Okay, you start with the right. When you make wudu, you start with the right. What if someone were to make wudu and you start with the left? The ulama says nothing wrong with that. If you were to start your left hand, then the right, nothing. You will not if you wudu, but you left the hadi, the guardian of the Prophet ﷺ. And one of the Sheikhs, Sharqiti, mentioned that Imam Malik was asked, "What, yeah, Imam, if someone were to do something, but he left small sunnah, hadi, the guardian of the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Akhafu alay fitna." I fear for him fitna, trouble, because even small sunnah we should do it. We should leave the small sunnah. Just because I can do in the left, no, we should do in the right. We should start with the wudu with the right. Unless his right hand is broken, he's got bandage on, then that's different. But we should start wudu with the right, then with the left. So, وَطُهُورِهِ يعني in every wudu, every janaba when we make ghusl, we should start with the right and then the left. Because the virtue is the right, inshallah. And it's sunnah of the Prophet. And not to do that, you are leaving the sunnah of the Prophet. So, is it only these three things? Putting your shoes on, combing your hair, and in wudu, that we do right? No, everything. Then he said, وَفِي شَأْنِ كُلِّهِ. And every matters. So now, that includes giving, taking, giving salam to your brothers. Salam alaikum. You can use the left, no problem. But sunnah is to do with the right. Why? Because the Prophet loves doing the right thing. And not only that, when you shake your hand, sin falls off. Even beneath your nails as well. So when you're shaking your hand with your brothers, smiling at his face, holding the hand, the sins are falling off. Subhanallah. So salam is sunnah, we should shake with the right. And also other issues like going to the masjid. When you go to the masjid, you go with the right leg. Okay, when you come out with the left. When you go to the masjid, or when you go into your house, go with the right. When you come out, come with the left. So things like this, we should try and do from the right. This is khair, tashrif, something honorable, ibadah, we do with the right. What if something opposite to that, we do the left? Okay, going to the toilet, go with the left, come out with the right. Okay, we're going to cover that inshallah, the hadith. Anything in that aspect, inshallah, we do with the left. طيب. So these things we are mentioning, Prophet loves. Imam San'ani said that this يعجبه كل فعل يحب الله ورسوله فهو يدل على مشروعيته, that everything that Allah and Messenger love shows it is a worship. It is legislated from the Sharia of Allah Azza wa Jal. So for someone to say to comb on your right is not sunnah, you say, yeah, it is. Prophet said, كان يعجبه, he loved it. So for him to love that, for him to actually do that, combing the hair, he loves it. It is ibadah. He took importance to that. He gave priority to that. He just left his hair anywhere that he wanted. He had a long hair, but he used to comb it from the right. Why not left? Because he loves it right. So the fact he loves it, and his wife narrating it shows it is ibadah. It is worship. Someone say, how can that be a worship? The Prophet loved it. This is how we understand. Those of us never knew this, now you know it. The evidence is he loves it. Anything he loves is ibadah. And he gave importance to that as well. This simple hadith we should try and practice inshallah. وَفِي شَأْنِ كُلٍّ, in all other matters inshallah. The next hadith, الحديث العاشر عن نعيم المجمر عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنه قال إن أمتي يدعون يوم القيامة غرا محجلين من آثار الوضوء فمن استطاع منكم أن يطيل غرة فليفعل. Hadith Bukhari and Muslim. Hadith Nu'aym al-Mujmir. Nu'aym al-Mujmir is one of the tabi'een, one of the great scholars of Islam. He is one of the ajal tabi'een, one of the noble tabi'een. And he is known al-Mujmir or Mutayyib. كان يطيب المسجد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ويبخر. That his father used to basically put bakhur in the masjid, and he learnt it and he would put that as well. And Umar radiallahu anhu would see him do that, perfuming the Prophet masjid, make it smell nice. And that's where the name comes in, Nu'aym al-Mujmir. And he, not only does he used to do that, he was Imam. He narrated from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he sat with him for 20 years, as Imam Malik said. And he narrated from Ibn Umar, Jabir radiallahu anhu. He's a tabi'in, Nu'aym al-Mujmir, and he's a direct student of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. So the sanad is authentic. So he met him, that's his student, he sat with him. And so Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrate that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Inna ummati, indeed my ummah will be called on the day of judgment Ghurral Muhajjilin min athar wudu. Ghurral Muhajjilin is basically the limbs where they made wudu would be shining from the effect of wudu. طيب, let's explain one by one. There's a story behind this hadith that Prophet Sahih Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ, he was seated with the companion near Baqi', with the companion, and he said, I want to meet my brothers. So the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, are we not your brothers? Prophet said that, you are my companions, my brothers who believed in me without seeing me. These are my brothers and I want to see them. So Sahaba didn't stop. They said, Ya Rasulullah, how are you going to know them? You haven't seen them. Then he said this, my ummah will be called on the day of judgment. Those who made wudu for salah, those part of their limbs will be glowing. So this hadith, khususiyah, something specifically for Prophet Ummah, was mentioned in this hadith. No other Ummah will have it, my brothers and sisters. That only Ummah of the Prophet who followed his Sunnah, worshipped, prayed 5 times a day, made wudu, he will say, I'll look at my Ummah, the people, when I see the people, the limbs are glowing, he's from my Ummah. And imagine those who never prayed, they never made wudu, their limbs will not be glowing. Those who followed where the Prophet ﷺ prayed salawat, they made wudu for the salawat, their limbs will be glowing. And Allah Rasulullah will say, this is my ummah. Yeah, these are people. I don't know them, but their limbs are glowing, so this is my followers. That's how he's going to know. Subhanallah. So, my ummah, the word ummah, so this is the story of the hadith, why Prophet said to the companions, that's how I'm going to recognize them. For example, if you had a open field and there's a lot of cows there, how would you recognize your cow? There's some signs, isn't it? So the mahshar will be full of people. How Prophet can recognize? Other than his companion, he knows his companions. Those who came after him, that's it. This is the athar. This is the effect. This is how he will know us, inshallah. So, inna ummati, my ummah, the word ummah here, my brothers and sisters, that it has different meaning to it. One, the ummah mean a nation. Okay? Mean nation. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ ummah, that we have sent in every nation a messenger. That's one meaning of ummah. Second meaning of ummah is time, zaman. In Surah Yusuf, وَالذَّكَرَ بَعْدَ أُمَّتِ Ummatin, yeah. Ba'da ummatin, he remembered after ummah, after zaman, after time. Okay? The third meaning of ummah is Islam, faith. Inna hadhihi ummatukum ummata wahida. Indeed, this ummah is Islam, is one Islam. The fourth meaning of ummah is a leader. As Allah Azza wa Jal explains, mentioned in the Quran, about Ibrahim alayhi salam. Inna Ibrahim kana ummah. Indeed, Ibrahim is ummah, meaning leader. Okay? So ummah has different meaning that given in the Quran, mentioned in the Quran. طيب. So on the day of judgment, my brothers, so that's the ummah meaning of ummah comes in 4 different meanings. But ummah of Prophet ﷺ are 2 types. Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ are 2 types. Ummah al-ijaba, ummah al-da'wah. Ummah ijaba are those who respond to the da'wah, are Muslims. They respond to the da'wah, they follow the da'wah, they believe the da'wah, they believe in Islam. That's ijaba, they responded to the da'wah, they responded to Islam. That's what he's talking about. Second type is ummah ad-da'wah, meaning they refers to even the kuffar. Even the kuffar from the ummah Prophet ﷺ. Because they ummatul da'wah, meaning that you have to give them da'wah. They deserve to hear the da'wah. You have to go out to give da'wah to the kuffar. They ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even they're kuffar. Because the Prophet was sent to them as well. They have to follow Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they require da'wah. So they call ummatul da'wah, meaning they can hear the da'wah. They deserve to hear the da'wah, Quran and the Sunnah. But they haven't responded yet. So if you go and give da'wah to kuffar and one of them believed it, he become ummatul ijaba. Because he responded to the da'wah, he became Muslim. Okay, he's Muslim now, Ummatul Ijaba. So these are two types of Ummah regarding Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. So Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ will be, Yawm al-Qiyamah will be called. And Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, one of the noble Ummah. They're the best of the Ummah. Actually, we should be honored that from the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. And there are many, many examples. One of the examples I'm going to give you, inshallah, is in the Quran. And Allah describes in the Quran that Allah described Ummatul Wasat. This Ummah is Ummatul Wasat. And I'm not going to quote the ayah because I will make mistake. The ayah that talks about we are the moderate nation. And on the day of judgment, there will be witness upon the Prophet before us. Nuh alayhi salam. In the tafsir of al-Baghawi, he mentions that Allah Azza wa Jal will call Nuh alayhi salam to show the virtue of this ummah. Okay? I'm going to give you two evidences. First is this. Allah will call Nuh alayhi salam Yawm al-Qiyamah. And Allah will say to Nuh alayhi salam, Ya Nuh, your people saying that you never conveyed the message to them. They're saying, yeah, you never conveyed. And they're saying, we know no prophet came to us. Obviously Allah knows. But to show the virtue of this ummah, Allah will say to Nuh alayhi salam, Ya Nuh, who will testify for you that you've conveyed the message? He will say, the ummah of Muhammad. Ummah Muhammad will testify that I have conveyed this message. Then Allah will call the ummah Muhammad. Everyone will testify that Nuh alayhi salam did convey the message. Show the fadl ummah of Rasulullah, the virtue ummah of the Prophet. That's one of them. The other one is that when the ummah of the Prophet will be entering Jannah first before anyone else. And he will knock on the door. And he will take the key. And the angel of the gate will say, Man anta? To Prophet will say, Ana Muhammad bin Abdullah. سيقول الملائكة أمرت أن لا يفتح الباب إلا لك إلا لك يا محمد, that I have been commanded not to open the door except for you, Muhammad. Okay, shows the honor of the Prophet ﷺ and the Ummah, and then he will enter Jannah with the Ummah, his followers. So these are many other virtues are mentioned in the Quran regarding the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. So my Ummah will be called on the Day of Judgment with these attributes. That is, the ghurra muhajjili min athari wudu. That ghurra means the face will be glowing. This example, the ulama says, you know you have a horse, and the horse has white patches on the face. That's what ghurra mean. Muhajjilin, you know the feet, you have a white horse with the white feet, leg, called muhajjilin. Prophet gives an example with that because on the Day of Judgment, those who make wudu, the face and the hand, the feet will be glowing. That's what it is. Okay? Because of the effect of the wudu. Now, this is part of the hadith. This is what Prophet said. Okay? فَمَنِ اسْتَطَعَ مِنْكُمْ أَن يُطِيلَ غُرَّ فَلْيَفْعَلْ. That whoever is able to increase washing his limbs, then let him do so. Meaning that this is Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, his ijtihad, his opinion. So if that is the case, then wash more. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reports that he will wash it up to here. Okay? He will wash his feet up to here. So wash it more, so he will glow more. So what does the ulama say, my brothers? Some of the ulama, اختلف العلماء مجاوز الحد مفروض في الوجه واليدين والرجلين للوضوء. Scholars have differed regarding passing the boundaries when you're making wudu. ذهب الجمهور إلى استحباب ذلك. Majority of scholars say it's recommended. Do it. The more you wash, the more it's going to glow for you. Oh, jazakallah khair. That's the majority of the ulama. ذهب مالك ورواية عن أحمد وإلى عدم الاستحباب مجاوزة محل الفرد. Imam Malik and Imam Ahmed and others, Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, Ibn al-Qayyum, Shaykh Abdul Rahman bin Nasir al-Sa'di, they said, you can't go more than the boundary that's set by the hadith. Okay? Because wudu is ibadah, and Prophet did not do more than that. Okay? He did not do more than that. So to do more than what is required can fall into bid'ah. Okay, you're adding something that the Prophet never done. So here Shaykh says, فَمَنْ اسْتَطَاعَ مِنْكُمْ أَنْ يُطِيلَ غُرَّ فَلْيَفْعَلْ. Whoever is able to increase his glowing of the limb, let him increase it. Meaning wash more, inshallah. فَرَجَّحُوا أَنَّهَا مَدْرَجَ مِنْ كَلَامِ أَبِي هُرَيْرَ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُ لَا مِنْ كَلَامِ النَّبِيِّ صلَّى الله عليه وسلم. They say it is the hadith added by Abu Huraira, this part of the hadith, not the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so that's what it is. So for someone to increase more than what is mentioned in the hadith, then they say it is not from the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is something from Abu Huraira said. This is ijtihad, his opinion. We should not follow that. So the hadith says that, the group of people came to Prophet ﷺ to learn wudu. Prophet said that فَمَنْ زَادَ عَلَى هَذَا فَقَدْ أَسَى وَظَلَمَ فَهَذَا يَرُدُّ. So whoever increased more than that is wrong, oppressed himself. So we shouldn't oppress. You put something in the wrong place, basically. Dhulm is to put something in the wrong place. So if you were to wash up to here, you've done something not prescribed by the Rasulullah, So we should stick to that, what Prophet has taught us, that is up to the elbow. And if someone were to do it up to there, we wouldn't say his wudu is nullified, but you're going against something of the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and wudu should be done according to sunnah. Now, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he has an evidence, but this evidence not accepted by a lot of ulama. وفي اللفظ رأيت أبا هريرة يتوضأ فغسل وجهه ويديه حتى كاد يبلغ منكبين ثم غسل رجليه حتى رفع إلى ساقين ثم قال سمعت رسول الله يقول إن أمتك. Okay, so the narrator of the hadith, Nu'aym al-Mujmir, says that I saw Abu Hurairah, because he's a student, I saw Abu Hurairah make wudu. He washed his face, he washed his hand until he went to Mankabain, up to here. He raised it. Then he washed his feet until he went to Saqain, up to here. Okay. Then he said, I heard Messenger of Allah said that my ummah will be called on the day of judgment, limbs will be glowing where they make wudu. Then he said, فَمَنِ اسْتَطَعَ مِنْكُمْ أَنْ يُطِيلَ الْغُرَّ فَلْيَفْعَلْ. Then he said, if you want to increase it, because the more I wash, the more will be glowing. But that's his opinion, is saying it. But I say, wudu is ibadah. Prophet, if that was the case, the Prophet would have done it as well. The Prophet taught up to here. So that's radiallahu anhu, that his ijtihad. And another hadith he said, سمعت خليلي يقول تبلغ الحلية من المؤمن حيث يبلغ الوضوء. Now he says here now, this is his ijtihad from this hadith. Hilya, Yawm al-Qiyamah, when the believers, enter Jannah, the jewelries, we're going to be wearing, inshallah, jewelries on the Day of Judgment. In Jannah, jewelries, necklace and all that. تبلغ هلية من المؤمن حيث يبلغ الوضوء. The way, when we make wudu, the jewelry will reach to a place the way when we make wudu, it will reach. Like when we make wudu, how much do we wash? Whatever we wash, the water goes, the jewelry will go. But thing is, the ulama said jewelry you don't wear on your hand. It's on your necklace, on your neck or something like that. So this hadith, the ulama said, it doesn't apply for this wudu. This is something Allah telling us, we will have a jewelry, we'll have a lot of jewelries, but it's got nothing to do with wudu, i.e. it means that you can wash your hand up to here. No, it doesn't mean that, because you don't wear jewelry on your hand up to here. So the ulama says that when we make wudu, we wash what the hadith says. To go beyond the boundaries, it is not from the sunnah, it is against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And whatever Abu Hurairah said is from the ijtihad to wash beyond the boundary set by Prophet ﷺ. So these are the hadith, my brothers, we've covered today. We'll leave it now, inshallah. If there's any questions, inshallah, we'll take it now. Jazakumullah khair. Any clarification, if you want me to clarify, I'll do that now as well. إخوان إني سؤال
So, the adab of the wudu, we covered last time. For example, when you do matmada,
مضمضة.
if you skip the matmada, you're gonna have to redo the.
إيه وضوء. مضمضة is basically, we covered it a few lessons back. مضمضة is to put water in your mouth and make the water go around your mouth. And we mentioned the attributes of مضمضة, that you make sure it goes round. And scholars said you have to spit it out. And that's the مضمضة. And if someone were to not to do مضمضة, wudu won't be valid. Won't be valid.
Yeah,
Because hadith command isn't it? Yeah.
So in this case now, the adab of wudu, you said like if you don't do the tartib, like if you don't start,
Yeah.
it doesn't notify.
It nullifies.
Nullifies.
Yeah.
Not the madmada, the adab. Like if you can start left and right instead of right.
No, that's not tartib. Tartib is what is in the Quran and the Sunnah. That's tartib, yeah. But even if you start with the left, you still can do the tartib. You still, but you starting with the left.
Imagine if you start left and then start face, so it's gonna nullify you.
Yeah, that will nullify. You can start with the left. You won't nullify wudu. But if you do left then right, then do your mouth and the nose and the face, then that will not nullify wudu. You still following the tartib. Yeah, tartib. Yeah. Okay, so tartib is to start with the hand, but sunnah to start with the right hand. But if you start with the left, it's not going to break your wudu. It's still valid. Understand? يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق. He washes his face, then he washes his hand up to his elbow, but he washes his left hand. Still valid. Still valid. But it's against the sunnah because كان نبذ يعجب تيمم. So you start with the right, inshallah. So yeah, madmada without madmada wudu won't be valid. لا. Yeah, madmada, you have to do madmada. Madmada, istinshaq, we covered istinthar, all that. You have to, part of the wudu, part of the face. And if you miss any of them, then wudu will be invalid. Will be invalid, as the scholars have explained.
You know, when we do istinshaq and istinthar and madmada, so we do it together, right?
Yeah.
So can we blow out the nose? At that time, can we swallow with and not blow?
Okay, what we have mentioned, you got the brother asking basically, when we do madmada, istinshaq, istinthar, we do madmada and istinshaq together. Istinshaq is to take the water in, istinthar to blow it out. Okay, so the question is, if you were to do madmada and you have to swallow it, you can swallow it. Ibn Qudama said, when you do madmada, the madmada is to move the water, go around your mouth. Then Ibn Qudama said that you have a choice to throw it or drink it. If you drink it, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but sunnah is to do together, madmada and istinshaq together. The hadith says that, we mentioned some of the hadith, that Prophet did it together. Ibn Abbas hadith, he did it together, not separate. If you do separate, wudu is still valid, but it's not from the sunnah. The hadith which says do separate, is hadith weak. So you take your hand, water on your hand, you put it in your mouth and the nose together. Okay? And you sniff it out with the left. You take it with the right, you sniff it with the left. Yeah, so that's the sunnah, yeah. That, yeah, sniff it. So right and the left. Is that clear? We just, if you go back to the talk, we've done it, you'll get it inshallah. It's there. Everything is there. You covered it. Any more clarification? Go on then.
What was the three definitions of yameen?
Okay, the yameen has three definitions. First, yameen means the right. Okay. Second, yameen means oath. Okay. Like kafaratul yameen we have. Expiation of your oath. Yeah, you have to you fulfill. Yameen also means jiha, to go direction of right hand or something like that. Yeah, direction. Yeah. These are Sheikh. Some of them also mean yameen also mean barakah. Something refers to barakah, and the right hand is mabruk, is blessed, because you do everything with good, which is good right hand. So these are some of the meaning of yameen. Yeah. Any question about it?
You know when the women do mas.
Yeah.
With the hijab.
Yeah.
How is it done?
So basically, if the sisters have hijab, you go over the hijab and they come back. But the hijab is something they have to cover the head, is wrapped up. Not like the tupi you have to take it off. Okay? So if they have just scarf on the head, no, they have to do on the head, on the hair. But if they go hijab, the head is covered properly tight, then they do over the hijab like this. Come back. Make sure you touch the hijab here. So start from the forehead, go back and come back where you started from. Yeah. So that's how it should be, yeah. Go on, Akhi.
Assalamu
Salam.
The question is, doing wudu, if I want to take water and like do this and take water, is this valid?
No, not like that. The sunnah you take on your right hand, okay, and sniff it with the left. Yeah, not like that. The face, yeah, face you do it like this, but you need more water, you need both hands. But for istinshaq, istinthari, just one hand you do it. You know, there's nothing like this. La. One hand, the right, inshallah.
If you do like this, is the wudu invalid?
No, it's not invalid. No. But we're going to do everything the way, it's ibadah, isn't it? So Prophet told us how to do it. And the hadith said one handful of water, yeah, like this. Not the both hand, no. But the face, yes, because you need more water, isn't it? Go with it.
You know, with the hijab on the mask.
Yeah.
Can they just do it like men, just one way?
Aisha did it, but what we say, we're not going to say nullify the wudu, but hadith, what hadith says, you start from the forehead, go back, and then come back where you started from. That's how it should be.
Once.
Yeah, that's once, yeah. And the twice, the hadith, there's nothing in the hadith. It's weak hadith, it's not authentic. It's one. Ibn Qudama says, it is not sunnah to tikrar of the mas, to repeat your mas. So tikrar will be like this, one, that's repeating. But that's not repeat, that's one. That's sunnah, yeah. Khalas? My hair.
You know that last hadith, I read that it's better not to renew the water you use because it says ثُمَّ أَدْخَلَ يَدَهُ, that he put it in the water again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, you know, you said the beard.
You can do that, use water, you can use water.
Is it better to not use it?
There's nothing to say.
The hadith mentioned that every time he put it back into the
Yeah.
basin, and then he done it,
Yeah.
put it back into the basin, then done it.
Yeah.
So is it better to not?
No, better to use, because hadith, every time he washed his limbs, he took the water, isn't it? But for the mask, you can use water from a beard or something to do the mask. You can do it, use water, it's pure still. But Prophet, he used new water. So, yeah, nothing to say you can't, you have to. But, yeah, for every hadith, every part of the limb Prophet used, he used new water all the time. So that's how we should be, inshallah. Yeah. Khalas?
The commandment, you said something about this mustahab and tahrim.
The command of Allah and the Messenger, they fall into two categories, ibadah and adab.
Ibadah and adab.
Adab, yeah. So because they command for you to give with the right, but because it's from the adab, it's mustahab. It's no wajib. And for example, do not give with the left because shaitan does. So this is makruh. Yeah, makruh. Yeah, pull on the makruh. Oh, yeah. خلاص